Speak, listen. I need you to pause everything for just a few minutes because what Iandapos I'm about to tell you is one of the fastest ways to change how the world and especially how women see you. Iandapos am talking about a way to make a woman feel an instant magnetic pull towards you the very moment she notices you. And Hirandapos, the best part. You Donandapos have to change your face, you Donandapos have to show off a fat wallet, and you Donandapos need to panic about your hairline. Before we get into it, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and comment below. I genuinely want to know where you Andapos are watching from today. I read as many comments as I can because I love seeing where our community of men is growing. Now, Hirandapos, the hard truth. Most men over 35 never get told your looks are only about half the game. The other half is pure brain wiring. Iandapos, talking about psychological shortcuts that are built deep into the human subconscious. Over my 12 years of helping men navigate health, confidence, and real-world social dynamics, I and Apos have seen one thing proven again and again. When you learn these shortcuts, women will swear you got more attractive overnight, even if nothing on your body actually changed. You and Apos have seen this before, Haven and Apos you see a normal-looking guy talking to a stunning woman. Shiandapos laughing, Shiandapos playing with her hair, Shiandapos leaning closer. Meanwhile, Yuandapos Ray standing there with a better career and a cleaner outfit thinking, Anquat, what the hell does he have that I don't Andapost? Anquote, Itandapos, not magic. Itandapos signals. Today, Iandapos am giving you the exact psychological triggers that flip that switch straight to on. Number 1, the halo effect, the 5-second foundation. The human brain is naturally lazy. When it notices one high-value trait, it automatically assumes a dozen other good traits exist too. Thatandapos is called the halo effect. Hirandapos, the biology. When you stand with an open chest, a level chin, your cortisol, the stress hormone, drops and your closet and presence expands. Hirandapos, the tweak. Walk into a room like you own the place. Shoulders back, spine long, Hirandapos, the result. Her brain instantly tags you as higher status, more capable, and more grounded. Iandapos, seen men in my private sessions have women guess they were too taller just because they fixed their posture. Number 2. The half-second eye contact rule. Most men either stare like the Iandapos, hunting, or they look away like the Iandapos, guilty. Both scream low confidence. Hirandapos, the move. The moment you lock eyes, hold it for 1 Mississippi count. Then give a tiny, barely there nod or a half smirk. And then you be the one to look away first. Hirandapos, it's the psychology. This tells her subconscious, Anquot, I see you, Iandapos, not intimidated, but Iandapos, am also not desperate for your attention. End quote. It creates a mini cliffhanger in her mind instantly. Number 3, the slowest blink rate. This one sounds weird, but Itandapos, extremely powerful. Nervous, anxious prey blinks fast like a hummingbird. Hirandapos, the biology. High-value dominant mammals blink slower because they feel safe in their environment. Hirandapos, the practice. When Yuandapos, we're listening to her, let your eyelids rise and fall just a little slower than normal. It reads as controlled and calm. And if you watch closely, Yuandapos will often see her pupils widen as she subconsciously relaxes into your of number 4, the 10% deceleration. When a man is anxious, he rushes his words because Hiandapos, afraid Hiandapos, I'll be interrupted, or he feels like time is running out. Hirandapos, the habit. Speak 10% slower than feels natural. Hirandapos, the impact. It gives your own a deeper, richer quality. Biologically, a calm voice signals a regulated nervous system. Women have literally told me, and quote, idonandapos, know why. But when a man speaks slowly, I just trust him more. And quote. Number 5, killing the spotlight illusion. You might be obsessed with your gray hair or a few extra pounds. Hirandapos, the secret. Nobody is studying your flaws the way you are. Hirandapos, the shift. Speak. Speak the second you stop adjusting yourself. Stop tugging your shirt. Stop hiding your head and stop trying to correct your body. Those flaws become almost invisible. Hirandapos, the reality. I had a 52-year-old patient who was terrified of his grays. The moment he stopped hiding them and started owning his look, the feedback shifted from old to distinguished. Number 6, the power of silence. Most men think they have to fill every gap in conversation. They think if their andapos is a pause, it means the interaction is dying. So they talk more, they explain more, they overshare, they start performing. And the problem is, the more you perform, the less power you have. Silence is not awkward when you andapos re grounded. Silence is only awkward when you andapos re nervous. Here andapos what confident men understand. Silence creates tensions, and tension creates attraction. If you can sit in a pause without rushing to fill it, you communicate something very rare. You communicate emotional control. And emotional control is one of the most attractive traits a man can have, especially after 30. Try this. After you say something, stop, donandapos, add extra words. Donandapos, soften it, donandapos, chase her reaction. Let her sit with it for a moment. You andapos, I'll be shocked how often she leans in more, smiles, or starts talking faster to close the space. Number 7, the iandapos, not in a hurry body language. A man who is in a rush feels needy, even if he doesn't andapos mean to. When you move too fast, check your phone too often, or look around while she andapos talking, you signal one thing. You signal that you andapos are not fully present, and women are extremely sensitive to presence. Presence is not just being there physically, itandapos being there mentally. So, hirandapos, the adjustment. Slow down your movements. When you take a sip of water, do it slowly. When you turn your head, do it smoothly. When you sit down, donandapos, drop into the chair like you andapos were collapsing. Lower yourself calmly like you have time. This makes you look higher status without saying a single word. Because in the real world, the people with the most power are rarely the people who look rushed. Number 8, the calm certainty tone. But the truth is, real confidence is quiet. Real confidence is calm. Itandapos. The tone of a man who does nandapos, need approval. And women feel this instantly. Hirandapos. What you do when you speak, avoid ending your sentences like a question. Instead of saying, unquote, yeah, iandapos have been into fitness lately. And quote, say, and quote, yeah, iandapos have been into fitness lately. And quote, instead of saying, and quote, we should go sometime. And quote, say, and quote, we should go sometime. And quote, small difference changes everything. Because the first one sounds like you andapos, Ray asking for permission. The second one sounds like you andapos, Ray leading. Number 9, the micro smile. Or a lot of men either smile too much, like they andapos, Ray trying to be liked, or they don't andapos, smile at all, like they andapos, Ray trying to look tough. Both are extremes. What works best is the micro smile. A small, controlled smile that comes and goes naturally. It signals warmth without weakness. It signals confidence without arrogance, and it makes you look emotionally safe, which is a huge part of attraction for women. A can find a man physically attractive, but if she doesn't andapos feel safe in his energy, she will not lean in. The micro smile tells her, and quote, iandapos relaxed. Iandapos good and iandapos not trying to prove anything. And quote, number 10, the space ownership effect. This one is massive, and most men never learn it. High-status men take up space naturally. Low-confidence men shrink. They pull their shoulders in, they cross their arms, they keep their elbows tight, they keep their feet close together, they fold inward. And even if they don and apos mean to, they look like they andapos, re-apologizing for existing. Here andapos, the change. Take up 10% more space. Not in a rude way, not in an aggressive way, just in a calm, natural way. Let your arms rest comfortably. Let your feet sit shoulder width apart. Let your shoulders stay open. Speak. When you stand, stand like you belong there, because the subconscious mind